Pageant is an annual fundraiser that is hosted by Madang Resort and the Rotary Club of Madang, whose main objective is to raise funds and help the people of Madang. So this year's cause will go towards the Creative Self-Help Center for people with disabilities. The Creative Self-Help Center is an organization that is mainly funded, or basically fully funded, by the people of Madang and the Rotary Club of Madang. And this pageant, this platform that has been created by Madang Resort and the Rotary Club of Madang, will contribute greatly to this cause by building new infrastructure for the people with disabilities. So the pageant itself is a 2-day event comprising of 3 categories: the traditional category, the organizational wear category, and the topic presentation category. So the traditional category is held on the first day, where each contestant gets to represent the different cultures. And it is also a time where they get to interact with the judges, where judges ask them questions based on the sub-theme of their choosing. Now, moving on to the organizational wear category and the topic presentation category, this is held during the second day of the pageant, which is also the crowning night. So for the organizational wear category, it is the category where they get to represent the organization and basically portray to the audience of what the organization does for the people of Madang. And for the topic presentation, it is a category where they get to show the audience their research skills, also their public speaking skills in terms of the sub-theme that they chose, like agriculture, health, or education.
So the theme for Mr. and Miss Madang 2022 is restoring tourism in PNG after the pandemic, in regards to agriculture, health, and education as a whole. Finally, the event will be held at the 26th and the 27th of this month, August. If you're interested in purchasing a ticket, the tickets will be sold at Madang Resort, going for 200 kina for individual, and corporate house or a table will be 2,000 kina. Also, we are giving invite to all organizations. If you're still interested in putting a contestant in to represent your organization for the Mr. and Miss Madang 2022, you are most welcome to put in a contestant to represent your organization. The due date would be next week. Thank you very much.
And see you all there. Hi everyone, this is Mr. and Miss Madang 2021. My name is Naomi Alixen.
And my name is Nancy Tovana.
And we are just here to give you a brief rundown on the events that will be taking place during the Mr. and Miss Madang Pageant in a few weeks' time. So the Mr. and Miss Madang Pageant is an annual fundraiser that is hosted by Madang Resort and the Rotary Club of Madang, whose main objective is to raise funds and help the people of Madang. So this year's cause will go towards the Creative Self-Help Center for people with disabilities. The Creative Self-Help Center is an organization that is mainly funded, or basically fully funded, by the people of Madang and the Rotary Club of Madang. And this pageant, this platform that has been created by Madang Resort and the Rotary Club of Madang, will contribute greatly to this cause by building new infrastructure for the people with disabilities. So the pageant itself is a 2-day event comprising of 3 categories: the traditional category, the organizational wear category, and the topic presentation category. So the traditional category is held on the first day, where each contestant gets to represent the different cultures. And it is also a time where they get to interact with the judges, where judges ask them questions based on the sub-theme of their choosing. Now, moving on to the organizational wear category and the topic presentation category, this is held during the second day of the pageant, which is also the crowning night. So for the organizational wear category, it is the category where they get to represent the organization and basically portray to the audience of what the organization does for the people of Madang. And for the topic presentation. It is a category where they get to show the audience their research skills, also their public speaking skills in terms of the sub-theme that they chose, like agriculture, health, or education.
So the theme for Mr. and Miss Madang 2022 is restoring tourism in PNG after the pandemic, in regards to agriculture, health, and education as a whole. Finally, the event will be held at the 26th and the 27th of this month, August. If you're interested in purchasing a ticket, the tickets will be sold at Madang Resort, going for 200 kina for individual, and corporate house or a table will be 2,000 kina. Also, we are giving invite to all organizations. If you're still interested in putting a contestant in to represent your organization for the Mr. and Miss Madang 2022, you are most welcome to put in a contestant to represent your organization. The due date would be next week. Thank you very much.
And see you all there. And you purchased a ticket from Mr. and Miss Madang Lodge. The tickets will be drawn tonight, so please make your way into SVDMA. You might be one of the lucky winners for one of the 10 prizes, or maybe one or more. Thank you. 1, 2, 3 tayo. Tadi itu kita lagi tahu, terus kita gambar. Не знаю, guys. Good evening, everyone. How are you all this evening? Okay, so we will make a start. Once again, I apologize for the delay. My name is Naomi Alexen. I am Miss Madang 2021, and I will be your host for this evening's event. I would first and foremost like to welcome you all to the Mr. and Miss Madang Pageant 2022 contestant introductory night. The theme for this year's pageant is Restoring Tourism After the COVID-19 Pandemic, where funds raised will go towards the Creative Self-Help Center with individuals who have special needs. Who knows where the Creative Self-Help Center is? So the Creative Self-Help Center is just located right next to MCA, next to the AOG Church, just, I think like a kilometer down there, opposite of the provincial government. So it is a center where it enables people with special needs to interact with the world through their eyes. So some of them, they're blind, some of them, they cannot walk properly, and this center helps them to interact with the world like how we interact with the world. So all funds raised for this pageant will go towards the Creative Self-Help Center to help them with the development of the infrastructure. Without further ado, I apologize, Before we start our program, I would like to acknowledge the president of the Rotary Club, Mr. Stephen Kaipa, who is with us. Please give him a round of applause. Mrs. Maureen Eel. Yes. Our fellow Rotarians. These people, I would like to, on a personal level, they have the heart for this community and they have put so much into helping this community, so please give them a round of applause. I would like to also acknowledge Mr. Madang. Nigel Totona is the chairperson for the Mr. and Miss Madang committee. Please give him a round of applause. I would like to also acknowledge the CLT team. They are behind our live stream. So right now our program is live streamed on Facebook for all of Papua New Guinea to witness. So thank you, the CLT team, for agreeing to live stream this event for us. Thank you. And last but not the least, our sponsoring organizations, which is the Madang Resort, the Madang Lodge, the Country Women's Association, the Trobriand Community, the Divine Word University, and Ella Group of Companies. Thank you. We will now begin our program. So we will introduce our contestants and they will make their way up on stage. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Mr. and Miss Divine Word University. Please give a round of applause for Mr. and Miss Madang Resort. Please give a round of applause for Mr. and Miss CWA, Country Women's Association. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Trobriand Community. And for the first time this year, we have 3 contestants from the same sponsoring organization. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. and Miss Ella Group of Companies. And last but not the least, our very own Mr. and Miss Madang Lodge Hotel. These are your contestants for the Mr. and Miss Madang Pageant 2022. Now, without further ado, I would like to welcome on stage Mr. Nigel Totona, who is Mr. Madang and chairman of the pageant committee, to come and give his opening remarks. Please make him feel welcome.
Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, this evening it's a great honor and also a pleasure for us to host again the introductory night for the 2022 Mr. and Miss Madang Pageant. Mainly tonight I would like to thank firstly the sponsors. As our MC has already, Ms. Madang has already mentioned. Country Women's Association, Madang Resort, Divine Word University, Madang Lodge, allied group of companies, and the program committee. So mainly what this Madang Pageant has been doing for a couple of years, they usually raise funds to help and support charity foundations in Madang province. Last year what we did was we raised funds to help support the rural hospitals. These are hospitals far from the township center, where they lack mainly basic infrastructure or mainly basic, what will I say, medical kits and stuff. So that's where ordering came in. We were able to raise a good amount of money. Later they will stress more than how much we have raised. So with that been raised, we were able to go and also we are still giving out all the equipment that have been coming in. We've been giving out to all the rural hospitals as I'm speaking. We still have some that we are still yet giving out. We're not only giving out medical kits also, we're also giving out books to schools. We're giving out small infrastructure things to schools also. We're giving out desks and tables and all of these. But this year, as mentioned by Ms. Madang already, whatever funds that we raise, we go into the creative self-help center. So I believe whatever we do tonight and whatever the contestants are preparing during this week to come to the weekend, I believe, and all of you that are taking part, whether you're buying tickets or whether you are even going to attend the event, it's going to be for a good cause. So in that, I'm going to thank each and every one of you tonight. Okay, as we move forward, I believe as we move forward, the years to come, we'll be having more of this than this Madang Pageant. I urge you all, and I want you all to not to see this one as just a pageant, a beauty pageant, but to see this one as an opportunity for, especially for young people, if you're trying to contest, as a way for you to expose yourself, to come out of your comfort zones. If you're in a comfort zone and you want to express yourself, this is the place for you to express yourself. As for myself, my last step was being a student. After being a student, I became a tutor. In becoming a tutor, I joined the Madang Pageant. So from there, I was able to meet these wonderful people, the Rotarians, and also many the prominent people in Madang Town. Right now, I really know all the business houses in Madang Town. It's a privilege to know them on a personal level. So that's the kind of opportunity that you get when you join such a thing. You don't do it for just becoming a beauty pageant, but also you get exposure from that one, you get connections from that one. That's one. In that way, you'll be able to see future career pathways in that. So I encourage you, as young people tonight, and to the ones listening online, don't see this one as a beauty pageant, but see it as an opportunity for you to expose yourself. And with that, moving on to the pageant itself, I will expect all of you, as we move on to the next time, I will expect all of you to please encourage your friends, encourage each and everyone. If you have your relatives in Asian houses, I want you to please encourage them to sponsor more. Because everything that we are doing is for our good cause. So with that, I'll see you on Saturday. If you're going to come, Madang Resort, it's only 200 kina, it's not much. All of you can afford 200 kina, yes? Yes. We will be having our guest DJ there, DJ Jati Fingers. We will be also having great entertainments there. So I invite you, all of you to come. Whatever way you can find your way to get a 200 kina, please do so and buy a ticket. I'll be holding on the ticket and Mr. Simona from Madang will be holding on to that. With that, thank you very much. Good night.
Thank you, Nigel. So I'm sure you all are curious to know what actually happens during the pageant and what actually happens after. So we will play a video of last year's highlights, pageant highlights, and some of the community engagement that Mr. and Miss Madang 2021 were engaged in last year and this year. This is during the traditional category. That's day 1. Where they represent their organization, in the organization, where. And this is during the presentation of the speeches. And then we have the crowning. Yes, Mr. CW was part of the Kenyaton last year. This was when Dame Carol Kidu visited Madang. Yes. And now you will meet your contestants for this year's pageant. Thank you. So as part of the Mr. and Miss Madang Pageant fundraiser, we encourage our contestants to also fundraise with their sponsoring organizations or for themselves for this cause, which is the Creative Self-Help Center. And the Mr. and Miss Madang Resort, the Mr. and Miss Madang Lodge Hotel team, they have, one of the fundraiser is the raffle draw where they will be giving out 10 prizes. Who in here bought one of the 5 Kina tickets? May I see a show of hands? Well, tonight is the night where the tickets will be drawn. And I would like to call upon Mr. and Miss Madang Lodge to do the draws. Three prizes will be drawn from this session. Thank you. Please make them feel welcome.
Awkward. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. That's very respectful. Thank you. I'm Mr. Madang Lodge Hotel, and with me is
Miss Madang Lodge Hotel, Adele Lucian.
That's Miss Adele Lucian, and I'm Mr. Petty Girl. We would like to, before we begin, we would like to call upon the coordinator or rather the owner of Creative Self-Help Center, Mr. Marcel. Is he in the building? Oh yes, this is Thank you. first three prizes for this evening will start from the bottom up or the top down. Top down, actually. We'll be counting down from 10 all the way down to 1. Our 10 and 9 prizes are sponsored by Globe Manufacturers. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's give them a round of applause. They sponsored 2 boxes of their Globe meat, yes, 2 boxes. Without further ado, let's get it on. Thank you, Mr. Masse. Our first winner for the 10th prize is ticket number 794. That's Christian Parsia. I hope I'm pronouncing that correct. Christian Parsia or Parsia. Christian. Thank you. We'll contact those winners who are not here present tonight. We'll contact them and give their prizes. Moving on to prize number 9 from Globe Manufacturers again. Thank you, Mr. Wansek. We have ticket number 1.
Prize number 9, we have ticket number 1020. And that is Hal Daniel. Thank you, Mr. Daniel. You can come up here and receive your prize. So Mr. Daniel has won he's won a box of Globe Manufacturers canned meat. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for our 9th prize winner. Mr. Daniel is the chairman of the Creative Self-Help Center. So thank you, Mr. Daniel. Moving on to prize number 8. We have a boombox, a Bluetooth speaker, donated by the Madang Lodge Hotel. So a round of applause to Madang Lodge Hotel. Thank you. And our 8th winner is ticket number 270. That is Vivian Maser. I believe that's Mr. Maser's daughter. Is she in the building tonight? Oh, there she is. Ladies and gentlemen, please give her a round of applause. The 2 prizes are from Canva. Sorry. Thank you. All right, thank you. We'll draw another 2 again. Yes. Our next 2 prizes are sponsored by Kendo. I believe they're here in the building tonight. There they are. Please give them a round of applause. Thank you so much, Kendo. Thank you too for popping that balloon. They've sponsored us food hampers. Prize number 7 goes to ticket number Thank you, Mr. Mase. Ticket number 65. That is Jerome Semos. Ticket number 65. Mr. Semos, are you in the room? That's fine. Moving on to prize number 6, also from Kendo Limited, a food hamper, going to ticket number 6. Thank you, Mr. Mase. A food hamper, prize number 6, goes to ticket number 627. That is Catherine Eugenio. I hope I pronounced the surname correctly. Oh, there she is. Ladies and gentlemen, please give her a round of applause. Thank you so much. Please put your hands together also for our sponsors, Guild Manufacturers. A round of applause for them. To Madang Lodge Hotel. Please a round of applause to the Madang Lodge Hotel for sponsoring the boombox. And then to Kendo Limited, let's give them a round of applause for sponsoring us the hampers this evening. Let's give another round of applause for Miss Madang Lodge Hotel and Mr. Mase for assisting us tonight with the raffle draw. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, and I hand it over to you, MC.
Thank you, Mr. Madang Lodge. For those of you who are at the back, please, there are free seats here. Make your way to the front. Thank you. Moving on. So the Mr. and Miss Madang Pageant has always been hosted at the Madang Resort, and we are always grateful for their contribution towards the different causes that we aim towards contributing to every year. Therefore, I would like to welcome Mr. Sibona Mani to come and represent the hotel and say something about the Mr. and Miss Pageant and the Mr. and Miss Madang Pageant and the platform itself. Thank you, Mr. Mani.
Good night, everyone. Good plan to all get. I'm Sibon Amani from Central, from Ula, and by me acting also Mr. Ula. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Madang and Miss Madang 2021. That's Nigel and Naomi, who brings us together this evening. Same Costa Sol, or Mr. and Miss Madang Pageant for 2022. Maureen Hill, one of our grand ladies here in Madang and one of the icons that we have. Mr. Stephen Kaipa, President for Rotary Club of Madang Divine Word Community, and all the contestants this evening or tonight, with your sponsors, visitors, and friends who are with us this evening to witness 2022 Mr. and Miss Madang Pageant. I got some point here this evening to share with us. Mr. and Miss Madang Pageant would also lead to the regional or the country as a whole. And today is just like the beginning of Madang. And who knows, would it be like continuous, maybe tomorrow or up tomorrow or the years ahead of us. Mr. and Miss Madang Pageant, this is non-government organization. This line is a little bit like the free will thing. It always comes from each and everyone's art who contribute in their local communities to see Madang Pageant goes on, and it's like driving or empowering young people, the ladies and men as well, through education. This is an effort that young women and men across the country or the region to the empowerment of our community. I got some points this evening to share. What is really the purpose of having Mr. and Miss Madang Pageant? The question will lie or land into the hands of the contestants now this evening. The questions might be asked this way: what it really mean to take part in Madang Pageant? And today we have these young ladies and gentlemen this evening with us to showcase what they have in their arts for the betterment of the country and the community as a whole. I want to thank you and say thank you very much to contestants here tonight, that your beliefs that creates a story of yourself that you can embrace for Saturday, so you can tell the community and the country as a whole how the education well belongs to you, in each one of you. No matter where you start from, the possibilities of your future limited down to your own imaginations. Help the courses that need the help. The one of those ones here this evening is Creative Help Center or Creative Self-Help Center. That's where we raise funds through the project of Madang Rotary Club to making sure that the well or the place that can be all right for tomorrow for the disabilities that we have now in that organization. Use your voice good for the good thing for this coming Saturday. Thanks to the sponsors that who are here this evening, always having their beliefs in you, so the young people like you yourself this evening can showcase what you have on the eyes of the management, eyes of the sponsors, and eyes of Madang community on Saturday evening. I am so humble in a merciful thank you to each and every one of you this evening, that you are feeling the love and the support that you are giving to Mr. and Miss Madang Pageant this evening. Bila pinisim this la ligliga aptok osem to Madang business communities. Thank you very much. All the contestants here tonight, thank you very much. Without all of you here, the evening would not be like this evening. Finish my talk lo here, lo up talk lo me by Golo Maureen Hill, who's like spearheading everything of these things that to the betterment of the Madang community itself. And always remember that Mr. and Miss Madang Pageant and start 2016. And 2016, this is like 6 Christmas gone. And we were having the challenges of only the young ladies. And most of these girls, they come from this institution, this La Divine Word community. And as status all, we have the male contestants that they take part. And today, this evening, you are the boys there, the gentlemen there, you are the second batch of Madang, Mr. and Miss Madang Pageant this evening. And the men's well coming in to support the ladies. This is the initiative and thinking from late Sir Peter Bata, who is not with us this evening. And late Sir Peter is always very supportive in any community engagement. And Mr. and Miss Madang Pageant is one of those that will be hosted Friday, Saturday. And Madang Resort is always very supportive to any organization, very helpful to the community and the country as well. I am here this evening, Lomaki Mouse, Bata family, Sir Peter Bata, late Sir Peter Bata's family, that we will be always supporting this sort of engagement. And they pass their best of luck to UPLA 12, who will be the winner for that Saturday. Remember that it's through education, empowering the young people like you yourself, and future for tomorrow and the country as well. Thank you and good night.
Thank you, Mr. Mani, for that inspiring message. So to the moment that we have all been waiting for, to get to know our Mr. and Miss Madang Pageant 2022 contestants. I know we've all seen their faces on Facebook and Instagram and the posters. We've all attended the fundraising, but now is the night where we get to actually hear them talk about what this pageant means to them. So without further ado, we will just dive straight into the introductions. Ladies and gentlemen, first up, please give a round of applause to Mr. and Miss Divine Word University, Mr. Jermaine Sella and Miss Papa Galma.
Good night, everyone. I'm sure most of you guys know me by now, and you guys might be tired of my face. I'm also tired of my face. For those who do not know me, my name is Jermaine Elisha David Bokabag alias Tuwatobar Salam. But my legal name is Jermaine Elisha Salam. I'm from a mixed parentage of New Ireland and East New Britain. Thank you. And no, I'm not a red flag. I'm an orange flag. I have several hobbies. They are basketball, tennis, athletics, and sometimes dancing and singing. Even though I'm not so good at that, I consider that as my hobbies because it makes me happy. The organization that I will be representing is your very own Divine Word University. Why I joined this pageant is basically to build courage and confidence and to step out of my comfort zone and to represent Divine Word University and help the community in the near future. If I were to advocate on a topic, it would be on gender equality. Because nowadays, if you go around Madang, you'll see that women are treated as objects where they can be thrown around like rubbish and then reused again. So this advocacy is especially to males. Please treat females, any females you see, as you would treat your mothers and sisters. To share a message to Papua New Guinea and Madang, it would be to try something new, something you didn't think you would have the courage to do that would benefit you in the later future. Whether it's sports, music, JTC, the Madang Pageant, I would advise you to take part, try something new, and be someone great. As moral philosophers would say, what matters is not life, but a good life. Once again, this is Jermaine Elisha Salam, aka Jam Jam for some people, aka Mr. Divine Word University 2022, signing out. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kappa, surname Gauma. I am 19 years of age. I am from Rigo, Central Province. I was born and bred in Leh. And I am currently taking communications arts, journalism, and I am doing my year 1. And I am also Miss Divine Word University 2022. So after taking on the title of being the Miss Divine Word 2022, this now gives me an opportunity to use this title as a tool to advocate for change here in Madang Province. Ladies and gentlemen, I stand here not only representing the university, but the home that I was groomed and raised up from. I honor the humble home that I come from, my parents, the church that I was brought up in, the Leh Kasur World United Church. And I stand here representing the society that has brought me this far to be the woman I am today. And I believe that Madang has a lot of demanding issues for young people to advocate and to address here. And so for me, I believe that young people are the cream of Madang Province. Ladies and gentlemen, as students, we are only here for a while and we'll be going on in life. But who will be the next generation that will be here to manage this town? It's the people of Madang. And so as a leader, I believe that it is the best thing as young leaders here at the university and being a part of such opportunity as the pageant. It is not only to showcase our beauty or whatever that is, but for me personally, I see this as a tool for change, and I believe that Madang has got a lot for me as an individual to offer back to this land. And so my biggest dream for Madang is to invest into the young people and to strive for change for the future to come. Thank you, and this is Miss Divine Word University 2022, Kappa Gauma. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. and Miss Divine Word University. You may take your seat. Round of applause to them once again. Next up, we have Mr. and Miss Madang Resort Hotel. Mr. Yangwaili Mengab and Miss Philia Pisap. Make them feel welcome.
Good night, everyone. Good night. I said good night, everyone. Good night. Thank you, thank you. Okay, well, as you all know, my name is Yang Bohil Megam, but most of you in Divine Word know me as Yang C for short. I will be representing the Madang Resort Hotel as Mr. Madang Resort, obviously. So I joined the Madang Pageant because, well, I like to try new things, and joining the pageant was one of it. You know, it's good to try out new things so you would have a feel or an experience to know what it's like. And also for the cause of it. Obviously the cause is to help the self-help center, the creative self-help center. The funds that are raised in the pageant is for them, so yes, it's for a good cause. That's why that gave me more reason to partake in this pageant. My hobbies, I enjoy sports. I play a lot of sports. I like coding, which is why I took the course in MCS, Mathematics Computing Science. I'm in year 2. And also, I also like traveling. I like going to new places, seeing new things, and trying out new things as well. I would like to advocate on community engagement, yes. Community engagement, especially to youth, because only when community engagement and volunteering services, because only when, especially to youth, because only when you are partaking in community engagements and volunteering services, you would really know the social issues that are around you, and from there you can help people with what you have learned, and you are more aware of what is happening outside. And yeah. And my message to the people of Madang and Papua New Guinea is to take initiative. In everything that you do, you have to believe that you can do it, and you have to believe that you can make a difference. That is the only way that it can actually work. So you have to take initiative and try to do something and believe that it could happen. Only then it can actually happen. Do not wait on other people to make it work or to make it smooth for you, so then you can just stop. You have to stop yourself. Nogales mana. Thank you.
Hi everyone. Good night, good night. My name is Philia Bishop. I'm from Morawek. It's today, New Ireland Division, Britain. I'm obviously representing, as you can see, the Madang Resort. Basically why I joined the pageant is to advocate and also be an advocate, pardon me, and also be part of the change that everyone here is taking part in, and that is to raise funds for a greater good, because we cannot sit and wait for another person to do it, right? Okay. So my hobbies, I don't really do a lot of things. I sleep for my free time, and we're all part of that. You cannot hide me. So my experience so far with this lot is hectic. I don't really dress up for most of us here, but it's fun doing it, and tiring for us ladies, you know. Something I want to advocate on using this platform would be medicine shortage. Why? It's because it's an ignored issue that people overlook it. Yeah, so we all overlook it. You can round go, but you sick, but you end up losing, right? Yeah. So sick blue, you by gonna lose. Marasi. Your health is your wealth. You take care of yourselves. Okay. So the take-home message I'll leave you all with is take care of yourselves. A person sick because now how sick Nogat Marasi. Take it? Okay. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause once again for Mr. and Miss Madang Resort. Up next, We have Mr. and Miss Country Women's Association, Mr. Jordan Gallo and Miss Kiwanda Wangi.
Boyan. It means good night in local vernacular here in Madang. My name is Jodal Big Kemba, and I am representing Madang Country Women's Association. I'm actually a Madang kid, born and bred here in Madang. I've slept the streets of Madang. I've played rugby here. I've done so many things that some of you couldn't even imagine a young person like me standing in front here to do. I've been in armed robberies. I've been on the street. I've done so many things, and I see that this is about time that someone like this to stand up and use a platform like this to advocate to others that there is a way out of things. There is. Some of you see me here in university or the Divine University, and you'll be wondering, what is this kid doing here? All right, I am a student at the University of Papua New Guinea. I'm actually an undergraduate student studying English communication and journalism and gender studies. And I usually do community work as my hobby. So I go around empowering youths with various platforms that I've been using. One to mention is the Voice Incorporation, TVI. We look after the clean generation movement in Papua New Guinea. And I can proudly say that I am one active member still I am. And I am also an active TSC back in the UPNG. All right, let's not brag more about me. So why I joined the pageant? Well, I joined the pageant because there are some things that we need to advocate on, and some of us have been keeping a deaf ear on, and like we've never even come to terms to realize that these things really are the source of our society. And the thing that I really love to advocate on is what your family unit can do if your family unit is okay. That means a father looking after the mother and both of them looking after their children. Just imagine if all our communities, we have responsible fathers, loving mothers, and well-disciplined children, there wouldn't be much for us to talk about. Can you guys see where I'm going to? So this is an advocacy from the depths of my heart. Yes. So some people ask me, if your life was a movie, what would it be? Well, I'll tell you, I wouldn't want to be depicted in a movie because I know my maker is still in the process of writing my story, and it's unique. So there's so much to talk about, but just on the iceberg, this is Choral Gamo representing Madang CWA, or Country Women's Association. Thank you.
Good night, everyone. My name is Kiwanda Wangi. It's misspelled up here, but parents of being from Yangon, we get the name straight from the local vernacular. So, I am from Isipik province, Yangon. I am not mixed. Both of my parents are from Yangon. I am representing Madang Country Women's Association, and why did I join the pageant? I joined the pageant because I wanted to experience what it's like to be in the pageant. All these pictures and people getting dressed up. And let me tell you, it's not easy. It takes a lot of hard work. You see the pictures, but you don't see the hard work. Raising funds for charity, it takes hard work, and takes a lot. So next time, don't judge the pictures and think that we joined the Madang pageant just because, you know, we want to look good. No, we're doing it for a bigger cause. What I would like to advocate on is preserving the cultural heritage of Papua New Guinea. Now, if you look around, even on social media news, we're so concerned with issues, current issues, and we're not thinking about the future. Westernization is at its peak now, like Western influence in Papua New Guinea. People, don't worry, it's part of the audience. People are so concerned with what's happening right now that they are not looking into the future. So if we don't do something right now to preserve our customs, values, and beliefs as Melanesians, we are going to lose what it means to be a true Papua New Guinean. And that is what I would want to advocate on, especially to the younger generation, as most people are moving to the cities and towns and they are forgetting about what it means to be a true Papua New Guinean. And last of all, a message I would like to leave with you and Papua New Guinea is don't settle for less. If you think that you can do great or you can do more, go for it. The only person that can stop you is you yourself. Like they say, sky's the limit. Don't stop. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Mr. and Miss Country Women's Association. Before we move on to the next set of contestants, we will go into our second raffle draw. And for that, I would like to invite the Madang Lodge team to come up and do the raffle draw. So if you have your tickets with you, please bring it out and wait to see if your ticket gets drawn. Thank you. Please make Mr. and Miss Madang Lodge feel welcome.
Are you ready for the next draw? Everyone? Okay, we'll start. If I could call Ms. Tamase to come up and do the draw again. Thank you. Clap for him, please. So we have Mrs. Hill in front as well, who will join us to do the draw. So the fourth and the fifth prizes are donated by Anderson, and the prizes are 250 kina vouchers from Anderson, yes. So raffle ticket number 481. 48, yes. 481, and that's Tom Eminence, Tom Eminence, Eminency. 481. Are you here? No. Okay, we'll move on to the fourth prize. Raffle ticket number 257. Noen Kenyama. Noen Kenyama. she's an MCS student here in Vinewood. Congratulations, Noel. And to the third prize. Let's go, Ted. Raffle ticket 177, Jason Velasco. Jason Velasco, 117, raffle ticket number. He's not here. Just two, three. Thank you to our sponsors. To the sponsor of the voucher, Anderson. Anderson was our sponsor, so we'd like to thank Anderson. For the second raffle and the first raffle will be done after the introduction. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. and Miss Madang Lodge Hotel. We will now move on to our next contestant. Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome Miss Strawberry Community, Miss Joyce Ganaya.
Buena Bogi, Tidor, and I might not say good night because I might be sending you all off to bed. Good evening. As mentioned, I am Joyce Ganaya. I represent the tribal community in Madang. I'm from Jordan. I'm from the islands of Jordan. I'm from the Jordan Islands in Madang. I joined the project because I want to be a voice. There's a lot of kids my age that can really come out and say that piece of mind. So yes, I want to be the voice. I joined the pageant not just to win or what, but because of the need that I see I can help in small ways, and standing here is one way of me helping. And I want to learn new things too. In fact, I'm not a special type of person. And then being in this, they give us something new here. what I want to advocate on is family relationship. The relationship between parents and their children. It's not that effective these days. Parents are too busy with work. They hardly know what's happening in their children's life. Sometimes they don't really address the issues that are like happening in the youth's life. Sometimes they go off and crimes these days, the crimes that are happening now, most of the crimes are created by young youths. So I believe the reason behind all the crimes that they are creating is they're rebelling against their parents. Probably they don't find affection, they don't feel the love they deserve. So I want to advocate on parents, maybe we should change the way of our approach to our children. In that way, we will lessen crimes in Madang. And the message I want to leave here is let's live less for self, more for others, and let's talk less and more actions. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Miss Strawberry Community. As I mentioned, this year is the first time where we have 3 participants from the same organization, and that is the Ella Group of Companies. Ladies and gentlemen, please make Mr. and Miss, 2 Mrs. Ella Group of Company, welcome. Miss Liantine Opoy, Mr. Kenyan Wang, and Miss Taisha Kenyan.
Waktu the rubrica. It means to unite everyone in my mind. My name is Daniel Martin. Daniel Martin. I am representing Ella's Business, Construction, Maintenance, and Design Division. I am from Day Council, Western Islands Province. I have no rings now. My parents both are from Day Council, so I'm hugging through and through. Usually during my free time, I think I mostly sleep a lot. We all do. I like watching Henry highlights because from a young age, I grew up watching rugby. I like hanging out with my friends. I'm a big food person, so my free time I usually go hang around with my friends, just walk their food, scavenge for everything I can to. If I could describe my life as a movie, that's a really good question. It would be the Window. Have you guys saw that if you ever watched Little Rascals growing up? Okay, that's a huge movie for yes. My life would be like that. I have a ton of again friends that really basically do things that are reckless and impulsive every day, and just it usually gets us into a lot of trouble at the end of the day. Why I joined the pageant? I joined the pageant because from where I stand, I see that most Highlanders do not have the courage or do not usually want to take part in such competition. The boys especially, so I would, in a way, I wanted to break the bias by joining so that people so that any Islanders who came after me would be free and then have a role model to look up to and say, no, there is someone like that beat in 2022 contest for the Madang Pageant. In line with this thing, COVID recovery from the tourism recovery from the pandemic, I would like, from the Highlands, from growing up from the Highlands, I would like to advocate on the informal sectors, bring or switching from the informal sectors to the formal sectors, because I believe that we have so much to offer the people from grassroots, the local people, local vendors, artisans. If they switch to the formal sector, they will be presented with the opportunity to flourish and develop. One message that I would like to pass to everyone here tonight and across the country would be, especially to the young people, to not be afraid of taking risks. I took a risk. I'm here, I'm standing. The Madang Pageant, not a lot of Highlanders usually do this, so this is a risk for me and a challenge. I would like for the boys to not be afraid of exposure, to not be afraid to put themselves out there for the world to see. So this is me, Renel Martin, aka Papi. This is me signing out. Thank you.
Buena Marong Bolgata. My name is Leontine, Renzi Sana Kauka Philomena Ofoy, but I go by Leontine Kauka Ofoy. I come from the beautiful land of East Lubritan Province, with a mixed parentage of Morbid, New Island, and Central. This is actually my first time to come out and step out of my comfort zone. I may be fun around people, but yes, this is actually my first time. I'm kind of nervous, but I'm also building myself, and I'm learning to grow inside and out, and that is what the pageant is teaching me. Now the pageant has, joining the pageant has been really stressful, I should say. It's tiring, different sleeping schedules. Sometimes I get bags under my eyes, but I am doing it for a good cause, to bring back, to help the community. Not to only serve myself, but to serve the community as a whole. The one thing that I have always advocated on is supporting local SMEs and supporting local artisans to bring out the raw talent of the beautiful people of Papua New Guinea. And I know there are a lot of skillful people out there. They just need the platform to showcase their work. And here, I have a work of one of the skillful people of Papua New Guinea, and also the beautiful Miss of New Island Province. One message that I would like to leave with the people of Madang and the people of Papua New Guinea is to step out of your comfort zone, like myself. Seek for new opportunities, because there's a lot of experiences that you learn from that. Thank you.
A wise philosopher said that fear can kill more dreams than failure ever will. Good evening, everyone. My name is Taisha. I am from a mixed parentage of Manus, Madang, Moroba, and New Island. During my free time, I enjoy watching movies, spending time with my family and my loved ones. To be honest, this is my first time ever joining a pageant, so it's a very big challenge for me. It's exciting but challenging. I've been through a lot myself through this pageant. I've come to know very good people like the contestants, and it's been a very challenging experience for myself since we've been doing fundraising, and for the three of us, we are all in year one, and it's a whole new thing for us, so it was a big challenge. But through everything, I've learned to not give up and just to stay strong. Now, what I would like to advocate on is, firstly, I'd like to say that I was born here in Madang. And the time when I was here in Madang, Madang was a beautiful place, free of crime, everything. It was a safe place. But when I came back for studies, I realized that the crime rates have risen. And there's a lot of small kids that are in town that are taking part in all the crime. So Belsore Domingo Logatayete advocate Domi Eblo to create a platform where these kids can actually go, and it's actually what I wanted to advocate on is to create a sports competition. I want to start small. So I would like to create a sports competition for these kids so they can come and they can play basketball or rugby or soccer. And these kids, they have talent. They have potential. You just have to put out something out there and there you have it. Potential out there. We have successful sportsmen and women in this country. And that's all from me. But the message that I would like to leave on for Papua New Guinea as a whole is to appreciate obstacles because they make you who you are. So in JTC, Junior Toastmasters, for those of you that don't know what Junior Toastmasters is, it's a club here in Divina where we enhance our public speaking skills. So during our introductory night this year, there was a former JTC that gave a speech and he said to be comfortable in uncomfortable situations. And that's the message that I would like to move on to you all tonight. Thank you.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. and Miss Ella Group of Companies. And our final contestants. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Mr. and Miss Madang Lodge Hotel, Mr. Patrick Ira and Miss Adele Lucen.
Good night, everyone. Good night. So I am Adele Lucen. I'm representing Madang Lodge Hotel. I come from Central Province. Yes, Central Province and South Province as well. So, Peter Larababuan. I'll just go on. The reason why I joined this pageant is because apart from admiring and being inspired by young women who have excelled in this platform like Leoshina Karia. Anyone here knows Leoshina Karia? Yes, I'm a big fan of her and she inspired me to take up, to move out of my comfort zone. I should tell you that. Yeah. So apart from that, admiring and being like women like her, I felt the need of helping others and sharing my goodness to the people of Madang and the people of PNG on this big platform. Yeah. If my life was a movie, it would be an adventure one. To discover, or in pursuit to discover myself, the people around me, and the environment that we live in. My message to the people of Madang and PNG as a whole is humanity is everyone's business. Help wherever you can. Passing holiday must stop.
Thank you so much. Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, thank you. Not good night, I'm not going to sleep yet. The conversation isn't over. Good night to our viewers also on Facebook, IG, the other social platforms as well. My name is Patrick Arrow, of the Arrow like the plane. I'm from Gulf and Central. Actually, we both are from Gulf and Central. I don't have, sorry. So yeah, that's right, I'm from Gulf and Central. Don't worry, not 600 ways or 600 words, just actually 600 paragraphs, jokes. This evening, sorry,
my experience in the pageant so far. Actually, just recently, this last week, I thought that this week would go smoothly for me. Then assessment happened, projects happened, quizzes happened, and here I am, smiling. Straight after this, I'll have to go back and work on 2 of my presentations, tomorrow and on Friday. Yes, on Friday. I know. I joined the pageant to be exposed because here in Divine Word, even also in my high school in Don Bosco Technical School, I was engaged enormously, extremely engaged, fully engaged rather, in extracurricular activities here in school, here in Divine Word as well as DBTS, and having the pageant just made me want to try it out, but not only to try it out for fun, no, but to expose myself with all that I have, the potential, the skills, the knowledge, and my experiences that I have here in Divine Word University as well as DBTS. I'd like to share it to Madang, everyone in Madang. I was told by Mr. Sanon, I hope he's here tonight, he told a few of us that in Divine Word University, you'll notice that each and every one of you also participate in extracurricular activities, your departments, your, provincial organized programs. It's like winking to a girl in the dark. I'm getting there. Here in Divine Word University, we're only doing these different activities and only being credited for or seeing only within here. The people outside there do not know what we're doing. They don't know your potential. Hence, me going out, joining the pageant, potential exposure. I hope that's clear. I'd like to advocate on actually a number of topics. The first one is GETSI. The second one is mental health. The third, actually both of them, that's right. So GETSI is actually gender equality, disability, and social inclusion. If you notice these days, there are stereotypes or different ethnic groups that are everywhere, in our workplaces, in our schools, in our classrooms as well. It's also in my class. I have a group of friends there, another group of friends there. When it comes to working, collaborating together, I prefer working with my own people, but it should not be that way. Hence, the GETSI strategy involves everyone, including those who are vulnerable, as well as those who are disadvantaged, yes, those who are disadvantaged. And the mental health, that's right. I just remember the third thing. The third thing was, so the first one is GETSI or GETSI. The second, mental health, and the third, forgot the third one again, wow. The second one is mental health. Each and every one of you here tonight has something going on in your life. Is that right?
Yes.
Even those at home who are watching as well, like, and comment, yes, you are going through something. So after this event, you're going to go back, you're going to deal with whatever it is that you're going through. You sleep and then you wake up, you have to deal with it again and again and again. How would you deal with this? That's all this that's going on. That's why these days, asking the question to someone, how are you, is not that good anymore. It's kind of cliche. Obviously, I'm not okay. How are you holding up would be more positive than how are you. And finally is to involving with or related to the GETSI strategy is actually an example. If you realize our internet today is only accessible by everyone who is able, who doesn't have any visual impairments, or who's deaf, or can see, or can hear anything at all. If you notice, the Moodle also has an accessibility checker. I believe is the correct accessibility checker. So we have students who have disabilities. They're able to use Moodle, specifically Moodle. They're able to change the contrast of how they view the interfaces of Moodle, as well as even clicking on sounds as well, so that they're able to hear, or some dialog boxes that will be read out to every one of them. I'm so sorry, I missed be boring you all now. Don't worry. Before I take my seat, I'd like to inform everyone of you, just wake up, open your eyes. This is very important. Each and every one of you has a lot of potential. Trust me, you do have a lot of potential. And like some of our contestants here said, the sky is the limit. Well, for me, the sky is not the limit. There's the stars, there's the moon, there's other planets, even other galaxies as well. The sky is not the limit. Go further, go beyond. Do your ordinary duties extraordinarily well. Be proud of where you come from and all the achievements that you accomplished. Be proud of who you are and who you turned out to be today. Appreciate yourself. And don't forget, you're a pro. No one can afford you.
Thank you, Mr. and Ms. Madang Raj Ota. Before we go into our third and final raffle draw, during the week, Mr. Madang and I, with our good friend Pichi Kia, we visited our cause for this year's pageant, which is the Creative Self-Help Center. And we were honored and we were blessed to have spent the little time that we had with them and to see them interact with their peers and their mentors in a very extraordinary way. So we wanted to share we wanted to share with you our experience and to show you where all the funds for this year's pageant will go towards, which is the Creative Self-Help Center. So please sit back and enjoy. These are people or small children and individuals who are deaf, are blind, crippled, and this center enables them to interact well. This girl here, she's actually blind, so she uses the braille to read and to write. That's how she interacts with her peers. See, the teacher is teaching them sign language. These are young individuals. When they cannot make it into the mainstream, they teach them carpentry or life skills so it can help them go by as they progress in life. These items are actually made and created by the students at the Creative Self-Help Center, and they actually sell them to the public, and the funds that they get help the center itself. So the funds raised will go towards finishing this building and many more developments within the center. Thank you. Was that touching or not? It was very touching. So now you know where all the money that we're raising will go towards, and it will go towards helping these people interact with the world in their own special way. Without further ado, we will go into our last raffle draw, and I would like to welcome once again Mr. and Miss Madang Lodge.
Please give them a round of applause. Thank you so much, Ella Enterprises. So for a second prize, winning a Samsung Galaxy A52 5G Pro. I know, right? The winner goes to ticket number 530. Mr. Robert Cotter from Madang District Works. So congratulations, Mr. Cotter. Thank you again to Ella Enterprises. Finally, ending our mega raffle draw. Our first prize, we couldn't wrap it. There was no wrapper to fit that in. So, as you all can see, we have a 42-inch smart TV. Yes, donated by Brian Bell Foundations. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together and thank Brian Bell. And winning our mega raffle draw is ticket number 766, Vasquez Geraldine. I hope that's correct. Vasquez Geraldine. Ticket number 766. Oh, so that's Ella Enterprises manager, but they're okay. Thank you all so much. Give them a round of applause, Miss Madang Lodge Hotel and Mr. Master. Thank you so much. You may take your seats now. I'd now like to take this time to thank all of our sponsors from Globe Manufacturers. Let's give them a round of applause. Madang Lodge Hotel, another round of applause, please. Then to Kendo Limited for sponsoring the food hampers, and then Anderson's for sponsoring our vouchers, shopping vouchers worth 750 kina. Then we'd like to thank Ella Enterprises again for the smartphone. A round of applause for them. And also to Brian Bell Foundations for the smart TV. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you all for purchasing a ticket. All the donations will go to help the Creative Self-Help Center. With that, thank you all so much. Back to you, MC.
Thank you, Mr. and Ms. Madang Lodge. I would now like to call upon the President for Rotary, Mr. Stephen Kaiba, to give his closing remarks. Please make him feel welcome.
Good evening, all. Thank you, Naomi and Nigel, the rest of your team for organizing our tonight's activity for the presentation of our 2022 Madang Pageant. Thank you very much. By sitting and listening to all the presentations that has been presented to us tonight, it's a great pleasure for us as the Rotarians to see that young people of your age contribute positively and meaningfully towards a worthy cause, and that is very, very important. All the speeches that you have made tonight, you started it all well and you finished on a good positive note. I hope it's a good challenge and inspirational for others who are here tonight. Maybe I need to introduce myself again. Stephen Kaipa is my name. I'm the President-elect for Rotary Club of Madang. I represent the Madang Rotary Club executives and the members and our sponsors. And I would like to also take this time to say thank you, our word of appreciation to Professor and Father Bill Gibbs, who has been our long-time friend, supporter, and a close friend of us, the Rotarians. With that, Professor, Father Bill, thank you very much for your continuous and ongoing support. Thank you very much, our 2022 Madang Pageant, for all your nicely worded presentations. You really made us, the Rotarians, very, very proud. Like you have said, and we agree with you all tonight that this is a platform where we provide for young people like you to come out and showcase your skills, to ability to lead as young people when you leave your organization, when you leave this university, or you take up employment with other organizations outside. And this is really encouraging to see young people like you to come out and accept and experience this kind of opportunity. And we wish you all good luck. And I would like to, on this note, I would like to thank Naomi and Nigel, who were our 2021 Mr. and Miss Madang Pageant. And we thank you for taking such initiative to motivate, inspire, and encourage others to come out and explore the world outside of their comfort zone, like what I have rightfully some of you have said, which is true. Most of those statements said tonight was really touching. So, and also it's very challenging. And we would like to see that more young people to participate in this type of community activities. Last year's fundraising activity that we raised went towards the purchasing of urgently needed basic medical equipment, which we brought a container full of all those equipment from Brisbane, and it arrived this year, and we have already distributed most of those basic medical equipment to our 6 rural health posts in the province. And this year's fundraising, 2022 Mr. and Miss Madang Pageant, all the proceeds from this fundraising will go towards helping the final completion of the residential staff for Madang Creative Self-Help Center. And we thank you all once again for all your personal and individual contribution and assistance through our sponsors. And we would like to thank some of the sponsors who are here tonight. We would like to thank you all for your effort to participate with charity organizations so that we can reach out and touch and impact the lives of people who are within our community who need our help desperately. So with this kind of support, we pray that God will richly bless you young people as you come out to help in this type of activities, and you will prosper in life as well. With that, on behalf of Madang Rotary Club, we would like to thank you for extending your invitation to come and be part of the activities tonight. One of our major and very close supporter is Madang Resort Hotel. Mr. Sibona is here with us tonight. He have said something earlier on during the opening remarks. With that, I would like to sum it up by saying that this year's 2022 Madang Pageant will be held at Madang Resort House Wing this Saturday, 27th of July, sorry, 27th of August 2022. So we hope we will see you there. With that, I would like to thank Professor and Father Phil for your support and encouragement for the students. And thank you for all of you who are here tonight. We thank you for coming, for showing your interest and participate with the students' body and the Divine Word community here. So we thank you, Divine Word University, for all your previous or past support and current help that you are giving towards the Madang Rotary Club. With that, thank you very much. Good night and God bless.
Thank you, Mr. Kaipa. So before we end, we have a special message from one of the pageant's very own. Sorry, I'm not going to show anything. Miss Leoshina Karia, she passed best wishes to everyone, especially to the contestants. So from the Queen herself, she wishes you all the very best in your preparations, and she looks forward on seeing the pictures that we will be sending in. So on behalf of the Madang Rotary and Leoshina, we wish you, the contestants, the very best, and we cannot wait to see what you have in store for us for Friday's event and Saturday, which is the crowning night. And that is where we will crown our new Mr. and Miss Madang 2022. Once again, I would like to thank all sponsoring organizations, Divine Word for hosting us, the CLT team for the live stream. Thank you. The behind-the-scenes crew, 24 Media, the girls who help decorate this lovely auditorium, and the SRC also, Miss Alex Kehana, who is with me. She's always assisting. She also took part in the pageant. I would like to thank everyone who contributed to tonight's event, and I would like to wish you all a blessed night. Thank you. Thank you. That brings us to the end of our program.
My name is Tokonan.
And we are just here to give you a brief rundown on the events that will be taking place during the Mr. and Miss Madang Pageant in a few weeks' time. So the Mr. and Miss Madang Pageant is an annual fundraiser that is hosted by Madang Resort and the Rotary Club of Madang, whose main objective is to raise funds and help the people of Madang. So this year's cause will go towards the Creative Self-Help Center for people with disabilities. The Creative Self-Help Center is an organization that is mainly funded, or basically fully funded, by the people of Madang and the Rotary Club of Madang. And this pageant, this platform that has been created by Madang Resort and the Rotary Club of Madang, will contribute greatly to this cause by building new infrastructure for the people with disabilities. So the pageant itself is a 2-day event comprising of 3 categories: the traditional category, the organizational wear category, and the topic presentation category. So the traditional category is held on the first day, where each contestant gets to represent the different cultures. And it is also a time where they get to interact with the judges, where judges ask them questions based on the sub-theme of their choosing. Now, moving on to the organizational wear category and the topic presentation category, this is held during the second day of the pageant, which is also the crowning night. So for the organizational wear category, it is the category where they get to represent the organization and basically portray to the audience of what the organization does for the people of Madang. And for the topic presentation, it is a category where they get to show the audience their research skills, also the public speaking skills in terms of the sub-theme that they chose, like agriculture, health, or education.
So the theme for Mr. and Miss Madang 2022 is restoring tourism in PNG after the pandemic, in regards to agriculture, health, and education as a whole. Finally, the event will be held at the 26th and the 27th of this month, August. If you're interested in purchasing a ticket, the tickets will be sold at Madang Resort, going for 200 kina for individual, and corporate house or a table will be 2,000 kina. Also, we are giving invite to all organizations. If you're still interested in putting a contestant in to represent your organization for the Mr. and Miss Madang 2022, you are most welcome to put in a contestant to represent your organization. The due date would be next week. Thank you very much.
And see you all there. Hi everyone, this is Mr. and Miss Madang 2021. My name is Naomi Alixen.
And my name is Tokonan.
And we are just here to give you a brief rundown on the events that will be taking place during the Mr. and Miss Madang Pageant in a few weeks' time. So the Mr. and Miss Madang Pageant is an annual fundraiser that is hosted by Madang Resort and the Rotary Club of Madang, whose main objective is to raise funds and help the people of Madang. So this year's cause will go towards the Creative Self-Help Center for people with disabilities. The Creative Self-Help Center is an organization that is mainly funded, or basically fully funded, by the people of Madang and the Rotary Club of Madang. And